Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you a super useful Power By technique, how to add weeks into your date hierarchy, even though Power By's built-in CALENDARAUTO DAX function doesn't give you weeks out of the box. By the end of this tutorial, you'll be able to break down your visuals by week, perfect for things like weekly sales analysis or project tracking. Let's dive right in and get your report looking sharp. To get started, the first thing we want to do is create our date table. So, open your Power by desktop file, head over to the Modeling tab at the top, and select New Table. Now this is where we use CALENDARAUTO, which is a fantastic DAX function because it automatically detects the date range in your data model. But on its own, CALENDARAUTO only gives you the basics like year, quarter, month, and day. You won't get a week column by default. That's why we'll add a few extra columns ourselves. Here's the DAX you'll want to use. Date table equals ADDCLUMNS CALENDARAUTO. Year, date, quarter, Q and format date, Q, month number, month date, month, format date, MMMM, day, date, week number, WCANUM date, 2, week start date, weekday date, 2 plus 1. Let's break this down. Year and quarter are pretty self-explanatory. Month number and month help you sort or display your months whichever way you like, and day is just the day of the month. Now the magic part. Week number uses the WEKNUM function with that 2 at the end, which tells Power BI to start the week on Monday, just like the ISO standard and just like most companies prefer for reporting. Then there, week start. This calculates the actual Monday of each week for every date, really handy if you ever want to group or filter data for entire weeks. You'll find this small detail makes your life much easier when building time-based reports. Once your date table is created, the next step is to make sure Power BI understands that this new table is, in fact, your date table. So click on your new date table in the Fields pane, head up to the ribbon Find Table Tools and then select Mark as Date Table. You'll need to pick the date column. This helps Power BI's time intelligence features to work properly. Don't skip this step. If you do, you might find certain features, like clever auto-grouping in visuals, just don't quite work as you expect. Now let's build out the hierarchy so you can actually use those week fields in your visuals. Drag the year, then week number, then date field into your visual, say a table or a chart. This lets users drill down from a year into each week and then right into specific dates. That's already way more flexible than the default setup. But here's a bonus. If you prefer a single readable weekly label like 2024 W14, you can create another calculated column using DAX. Year week equals year date and W and format WEKNUM date 20. This gives you a neat, consistent label for each week. Use year week in slicers, axes, or even drop-down selectors. Super helpful when you want users to quickly filter data week by week. Now time to put it into action. Try adding a line chart to your report. Drag your new year week column to the axis and something like sales to the values. You'll instantly see trends and compare performance week over week, rather than being stuck at the month or day level. Alternatively, if you want a tidy sequence along the x-axis, use week start. That way the chart is anchored to each week's Monday, which makes time trends clear and intuitive. And that's it. Now you can truly explore data at the weekly level in Power BI, great for dashboards, forecasting, and more. If this tutorial helped you, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more clear Power BI guides. Drop any questions or suggestions in the comments below. I love hearing your experiences and helping out. Thanks for watching and see you next time.